Hello, thank you for watching. This is part 3 of our series on being prepared, prepping for the rest of us. Those of us that aren't hardcore preppers or hardcore survivalists. In the first episode, we talked about the mental aspect of just being prepared mentally that something may happen. Part 2, we talked about the physical aspect. We talked about what the government recommends and what I recommended as far as things you need to have on hand and organized in such a manner as you can easily access them in case of emergency situations, primarily finding ourselves 30 days without power, going without electricity, going without communication, going without the internet, going without information, things that might be hard, will be a challenge, and if you're not prepared for it, will send you into panic. A situation like that will undoubtedly create emotions. And that's what today's third part of the series is about. Mental, physical. Today we talk about emotions. The next episode, our final episode, will be about the spirituality of going through hard times. Now, as far as emotions, there are many kinds of emotions. There's everything from excited, impatient, nervous, lots of different emotions, even, curious. But we're going to focus today on the 6 basic emotions: happiness, sadness, fear, disgust, anger, and surprise. 6 basic emotions, and emotions that you will probably go through if you're experiencing hard times. Let's start with happiness. That might be an emotion during hard times that is hard to find, but one that is of a necessity, in my opinion. That's why I listed it first. Sadness, it will be easy to feel sad for yourself for being in that situation, but try to temper that. Fear, being afraid of the unknown. Fear will, the Bible tells us, be not afraid. We'll talk more about that in the next episode, but fear will overcome many people, especially if you're not at least partially prepared. The less you have prepared, the more fear you will have. Disgust. You will see things that disgust you during hard times, during a period of trial and tribulation. How you react to that disgust will depend on you, as will how you react to all of the emotions that you will probably go through. Surprise. The idea that, well, I didn't expect this to happen. How many times have we heard that? How many times have we seen a news broadcast, and at the end of the news broadcast, or we've seen a broadcast of some horrific event, and someone says, I never imagined anything like this could happen. Surprise. Well, if you mentally prepare, if you physically prepare, if you know emotions are going to be involved, then going through a situation might be just a little bit easier. And that's the whole purpose of this 4-part series, is because I believe something is coming. there are too many things that potentially could happen. We are in a time of war and rumors of war. We're in a time of potential hunger. Many people are already hungry. Supply chains are crashing. Diseases keep popping up. Viruses keep spreading. We've got the government warning of blackouts, extended blackouts through the summer because of heat, because of the lack of electricity being able to be generated, because of the lack of water to turn turbines, when hydroelectricity is a main source of electricity in many parts of our country. And just because one part of the country is without electricity, don't think that won't impact the entire country. If you do think that way, you'll be surprised. And that was our fifth emotion. Our final emotion that we're going to talk about is the most dangerous. It's anger. Normally, we are angry either when we are wrong about something, we're angry because we're wrong and we don't want to admit we're right, or we don't want to admit we're wrong, or we're angry because we have been wronged, that somebody has done something to us that wronged us, and it causes anger. Anger will be prevalent, not only amongst each of us watching, but amongst the entire population. It will be dangerous. How you handle your anger, how you handle the anger of others, is something that we should consider ahead of time. And that's what this entire series is about. It's a 4-part series. I'm keeping everything really short so that everybody can get through it all. If you have questions, if you have comments, if you want more in depth, feel free to contact me. Feel free to email me, whether it's, I want to know what kind of gun to have for self-protection. And this has not been about guns or weapons or, again, extreme survival or extreme prepping. This is for the rest of us. This is for those of us that normally don't even consider anything could go wrong. Well, friends, it's time to consider things can and things will go wrong, and we need to prepare. And I hope you'll join me for the next episode, where we talk a little bit about spirituality and how important spirituality can be in our preparedness and in our not only survival, but in our ability to maintain, not only survive, but to get through and to move forward past whatever the situations are that we may face. I thank you again for watching this. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day, whether it be you're watching this in the morning, the afternoon, or at night. Have a blessed rest of your day, and please join us for the fourth and final segment. We'll talk spirituality in the next episode. Again, thank you for watching. Be blessed.